Hello, happy beaders. It's time for a box opening, dollar bead box and dollar bead bag. And so let's get started. We're a little bit late this month for me because there was some problem with delivery, and the address was right on the box and everything, but the post office had a little trouble with it, so it got misdirected and wandered around, and who knows where all it went. I think it stayed pretty close to home, but here's the dollar bead bag for March. And of course we've got our 3mm fire polish and our 4mm, and here's what we have. For 3mm we've got crystal AB, really nice versatile bead. And the second one is opaque red nebulous luster. You remember we got the 4mm of this in February. And then opaque white half copper. This one is really cool because some of the beads are mostly white, some of them are mostly copper. They're all a mix of the white and the copper. Really nice, and you can see we've got that in 4mm also. And then we've got, it says Crystal Mardi Gras, but we got an email saying that this was called something purple metallic, so I'll just call it purple metallic for now. But it is a mix of blue, purple, green. You can get a little bit of yellow out of that too with an AB finish. Very nice. 4mm, the first one is jet hematite AB. Oh, I love that. That's got a lot of color in the light, got a little bit of sunshine peeking in here. And it really glitters a lot more on the camera, but it's a very beautiful bead with a lot of color that you can use it with. Again, versatile. The next one is the ocean green opal. We got the 3mm of this last month, or the month, I think it was last month. We got the 3mm of this, and I reordered it, but the 4mm is also just gorgeous. And then our opaque white half copper and matte copper. Beautiful. I think we have the matte copper already in 3mm. I have matte warm copper also. There's just a lot of different ones. They're kind of have similar names, but they do have different intensities and just a little bit different intensity, warmth, coolness. So there's our bead bag. Put those aside. And because I had to wait for so long, I didn't want to wait to open the bead box. But if you're not familiar with it, it's a subscription, and I subscribed for 6 months. This is my 6th month, and I'm pretty sure that I'm going to keep going with it. The letter that they sent this month says, next month the Dollar Bead Club team is traveling to the Czech Republic, and they are going to be looking for great items that they can put in our boxes. So I think that is awesome. And again, I started to say, if you're not familiar with it, you may want to go to their website, dollarbeadbox.com, and check out the Dollar Bead Box and the Dollar Bead Bag subscriptions and items that you can reorder. Everything that you reorder is just $1 per item, so it's a really good deal, and I have really built my stash and had a lot of fun playing with these beads. Okay, so first on the list are the strands, and the first item is a 3x5mm Czech glass gem cut rondelle yellow opal, and I think that you are getting properly in my camera the yellow. It's pale, but it is really beautiful, and I think it's going to look really good with this turquoise, which I'm going to jump ahead and just show this turquoise. This turquoise Czech glass bicone 6mm turquoise with travertine. I think these look really great together. Isn't that cool? So that could be a very simple project. Put some antique brass, I think, separators in there that'll pick up the travertine in the turquoise beads. Just really cool. And then the one that I skipped was the 4mm crystal AB. We got the 3 millimeter in the dollar bead bag. Also very pretty. And then there is a check glass tulip, either ice blue or opaque turquoise. This is opaque turquoise, but some of them are clear-ish, so they're kind of a mix of clear and the turquoise. Really pretty. I don't have any flower beads like this. This will be really cool to play with. And then finally, 6 millimeter lava beads, 60 pieces. This is a long strand of lava beads, 6 millimeter, and these are better quality than the ones that I've purchased locally before. They're just a little bit heavier, but you can, with lava beads, you can put essential oils on them, and you know, and then you're wearing your essential oil next to your skin, or just for the scent of it. So that's really neat. Love those. All right, our additional items, we have 4 millimeter Chinese crystal bicones in assorted colors, and I am so glad that I got this aqua color. Let's see what color they call it. Yep, they call it aqua. So there's 100 in here. What a great deal. So to reorder this, $1 to get 100 of these crystal bicones, and they are a good quality. You can see, I can see from the holes that they're not all like chippy and sharp. They're very good finish. It's a little bit flat, and then the hole, and it's a nice round, perfect hole. Looks very consistent throughout, so that's awesome. Okay, the next item is some 0.6 millimeter crystal tech stretch cord, and 10 meters of that, so that's a good amount for stretch bracelets and stretch necklaces too for little ones. And we've got 0.7 by 23 millimeter head pins, silver plated, 100 pieces. This is awesome. I'm trying to make more earrings so I can practice my loops. So if you reorder this, just $1 for all these findings. And then the gorgeous hand-dyed Chinese silk cord in violet. There's 32 to 36 inches here. And this is just really cool. It's nicely finished on the edge, on the edges, and you can do a lot with wraps, bracelets, anklets, a necklace. Really nice hair tie. That could be cool. And then more findings. We've got spring rings. They are 0.6 by 6 millimeter, 100 pieces, antique brass spring rings, or what's the other word that I call them? Split rings, they're called sometimes. Okay, and then we've got a freshwater stick pearl. Size varies a little bit, but don't you love how lumpy that looks? That'll be a very pretty, I really love pearls. This has got a lot of iridescence to it in the light. And then there are 2-piece 12 millimeter lapis rounds. These are really gorgeous. This one looks a little bit more marbly, and then this one looks like it has a little bit of gold finish on it. They're really nice. And then 14 millimeter check glass striped triangle. Look how stripy those are. Those are really cool. Those would make great earrings, and also I could see putting those in bracelets also. Of course, you could do a necklace. You could put them on the head pins and hang them from a necklace. Really nice. I love blue. And then we've got 12 millimeter check glass table cut opaque blue and purple with travertine, 2 pieces. These are really neat too. These check glass table cuts are so pretty. Drilled from the top to the bottom there. And then we've got also a 12 by 16 millimeter check glass table cut opaque red with travertine, 1 piece. It looks a little funny. It looks a little uneven. It does have kind of a little bit of a spot there. I bet I can work with that to make it look cool. Yeah, I could see putting that on a head pin and putting it on a leather strap with just a few beads in the center. And then there is a 26 millimeter pewter Buddha pendant, antique copper or antique silver, and this is the copper. He's pretty heavy. So this is what we have this month. Hopefully you will also enjoy your items.